Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Lady Sows. My name is Sharon. I'll give you a little bit of my background. I live in South Yorkshire on the edge of the Pennines. So we have quite high up, so we have quite a cooler microclimate than other parts of the country, and even just a couple of miles further south of us, the temperatures can be 1 or 2 degrees warmer in the winter than it is here, and 1 or 2 degrees warmer in the summer than it is here. So it can have its, and it's very windy, so it can have quite a lot of its own challenges. I've been growing vegetables for more than 40 years, but I am no expert. I have learnt so much over the last few years. I've learnt lots from YouTube. So for me, growing vegetables is still a learning curve. And I think probably will continue to be a learning curve until the day I stop growing vegetables. Today's video is because I, for the first time in my life, am going to enter a giant onion grow challenge. And this challenge is being hosted by Pete Trenuth of Pete's Cornish Garden. And if I can work out how to do it, I will tag his name at the bottom of this video. So as I say, this is the first time I've done it. We're all using the same seeds, which are the Elsay seeds from Foster's. I've already looked at mine because I don't know if anyone saw Jimmy from Plot 41B's video. When he opened his seeds, he had carrot seeds. Well, I can honestly say that I do have onion seeds in mine. I've had my compost here in the conservatory to get it all at room temperature, and it's a mixture of 2 parts sift compost and 1 part fine vermiculite. I've also got water here, which has also been in the conservatory to make sure it's at room temperature, and that's rainwater, which I collected a few days ago. So without further ado, let's start sowing these seeds. I'm using a 60 cell tray. I am going to be sowing 1 seed per cell because it's got 60 seeds in the packet. 1 seed per cell. I'm also using a heat mat to help with the germination, speeding up the germination. And I will, in due course, because I'm doing these with grow lights, be making a grow tent as per Pete's instructions on his video from a year ago. So tap this down, make some little indentations for these seeds. I've probably done this wrong, should have done it this way round. Right, let's see how many seeds I've actually got in this packet. So 1, 2. What I'm going to do, once these germinate, I will prick out the strongest, or pot on the strongest seeds, because my intention is not to actually prick them out as such from these cell trays as other people do with theirs, but in fact to move the whole plug into a larger pot. I've put a couple in some of these, so to have the least amount of root disturbance. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, probably not, but it just makes it easier from my perspective to do this. So I shall be watering these from the bottom, as I water all of my plants that way. It saves seed disturbance when it's first. Oh, I've got more than 60 seeds, so I've managed to put a couple in each of these, some of these. And what I'll do is if I get them all to germinate, I'll just prick out the strongest one, so I'll stick an extra one in all these down here because I know they only got 1 in them. So I'm hoping from 60 something seeds as I've got, as I say, I've got no idea how many seeds I've got here because This cell tray, as I said, holds 60 seeds, and I'll hopefully get at least one onion out of this lot that will be suitable, will grow beyond a sort of standard onion size that you get for the kitchen, which I must admit is the onions that it's what I normally grow. So I think that'll do. So I'm covering these now with some more fine vermiculite, and then I'm going to put them onto water. And with using fine vermiculite, the thing is, or vermiculite generally, it changes colour when you know everything's had a good watering. So by the same token, if it dries out, you know that you need to water. So it's a good indicator to make sure that you don't overwater things, because seedlings don't need to be overwatered. This potting mix has 2 parts sieved compost and 1 part fine vermiculite actually does help with drainage, as I say, because seedlings don't like to sit in a lot of wet soil because it stops them from germinating. Right, so I'm now going to just sit that on in some water for about 10 minutes to let it soak up some water, and then I shall be putting it into my propagator. Hopefully in a week or so's time we'll have some seedlings. I will be back in a week or so's time to let you see how I'm getting on. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more of how I'm getting on, please like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.